Suppose you have a pump available in your project. If you are going to use it for different situations, it means that you are going to need different amount of head and capacity. Okay? So, generally, when you are going to buy a pump, the manufacturer will provide this performance curve to you.
Head and flow rate.
Exactly. The flow rate,
Q.
and the head. And they will say that on this section, it means this area at this specific amount of flow rate and a specific amount of head, this pump can be used. Okay? But it's common that during the operation of every different unit, you are going to have different problems. Sometimes the required head or the required capacity or flow rate of the pump is going to be changed. Okay? But you have the pump which is going to work at this section. If the situation of operation changes and the amount of head and flow rate required for the operation is going to be changed, we are going to have different methods to use the same pump, because we don't want to pay money to buy new pumps. Okay? For using the same pump for different situations, suppose that the pump is going to work on this area. A very common method of changing the head and flow rate which is produced by the same pump is called impeller trim. And impeller trim is actually decreasing the length of the impeller, and we are going to talk about it. The other common method is to change the opening of the discharge valve. Okay? By pinching or by closing the valve or opening the valve, we can change the flow rate.
There's like best efficiency point in each pump.
Yes, yes.
So
BEP or best efficiency
They
point.
call it ROR sometimes.
Yes, yes. But BEP is the most common thing. Yes.
So if you work out of this,
Yeah.
this means indoor trend?
No,
Same?
no, no, no. If you need to work in the area different than this section, which is best efficiency pump, as you know, at this section, the amount of flow rate which is produced by the pump is going to be stable. Okay?
Yes.
And if you are going to work at these sections, the flow rate is not stable.
Of course.
Okay?
Yes.
That's why you need to do some modification on the impeller, okay? To be able to work in unstable sections of the pump. And we are going to talk about it too. It's called impeller trim. By reducing the length of the impeller according to the standard, which is API 610, you are going to use the same pump for different sections in the operation. Okay, let's talk about the other question. How to select a pump handling two different liquids? Is it possible? Do you know? Have you ever heard that the pump is going to be used for two different fluids?
In the same time or different wells?
Different times. Actually,
Yeah.
you cannot use
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
We use it.
What fluids do you use?
Water, fresh water.
Mm-hmm.
We pumping water for water injection, and in other wells we pumping oil for the.
So, oil and water are going to have different density
Of course.
and, of course, viscosity. So, as you mentioned, Yusuf, sometimes we need a pump to be able to pump two different liquids. And it's very important to check, according to the performance curve, how we should select a pump to be able to use the same pump for two different fluids. We should check the head required for which one. We should check the flow rate required for which one.
Capacity for all.
And as we mentioned, MTSH is another important thing that should be changed and know during the selection of pump. And we are going to talk about it too. How are we able to use a pump for two different fluids? And as Yusuf mentioned, it's very common during the operation.